everybody. It's been a little while since we've had a Fridays for Fray episode, but we are back here in the early part of May. It's prom season. As you can see behind us, we got the flashing light, we got the disco ball, and it's a moving disco ball, so that's pretty cool. But I've got some guests with me. We're going to talk a little bit about prom, so why don't you guys tell everybody who you are real quick, though they probably know you, but just in case, introduce yourselves.
I'm Vedant.
I'm Avery. I'm Ella.
Well, thank you three for being with me. So prom's always exciting, right? All of you are going to prom?
Yeah.
Yeah, so prom's great. So we know this year we're in a different venue than we've been for the last several years. We're staying a little more local. We're going downtown. Riverfront building for us old-timers that have been around. U of M Flint's taking it over. Should be a nice venue. Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
Yeah, prom's pretty
Absolutely.
exciting, right? So I know everybody's got big plans around the event, right? Not just the event itself, which are always a part of the day and the evening and the early morning hours potentially, and all of that's great. But I want to focus a little bit on the part that we do. So, what is the thing that you guys look forward to most when you think about prom at the high school?
I feel like for girls, like the prep of like getting ready for prom is like the best part, like with your friends and all that. I feel like the dance and everything will be really fun too.
Yeah.
I like taking pictures with my friends and all that stuff's fun.
Yeah, cool.
I think kind of the idea that it's probably one of the last times you like get your whole class together like that.
Yeah.
So the idea is kind of
For
cool.
sure, yeah, that idea of the community and everybody having that one big celebration together in a kind of a formal way, but a fun way is certainly cool. So we have our traditional red carpet that we're going to have at starting at 4 o'clock. So those that are watching, 4 o'clock, 4, not 5, because we got to leave on time. So we'll open the red carpet at 4 o'clock. It's always a good event. I heard we have a new MC this year for the red carpet. So Mr. Jablonski have politely retired into the shadows, but they left that tradition behind. So I think that Mr. Klee, one of our new music teachers, is going to take the reins of being one of our MCs, and he might still be recruiting a second person. So, but what are you guys' thoughts about the red carpet part of the day? Is this something you look forward to? You think it's fun? You think it's corny? Like, I'm curious because it seems like it's a big hit. Like, people love the red carpet, and it's kind of a fun kickoff to the night for us. The formal kickoff. But I don't know what you guys think about it.
I'm nervous. Really?
for
it. There's like so many people there that like you don't know and they're just all watching.
Yeah.
What if you like trip or like?
I mean, I feel like it's fun because like that's when you initially see like who's popping out with who, what are people wearing, kind of like the trends of
Popping
prom.
out, I know what that means. I did an interview with Bobcat Banner the other day about slang. I got you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I know what popping out means.
Yeah.
I think I'm excited for that. I'm curious. What do you learn, Mr. Fray? Do we get like a preview or?
Do you get a preview? Oh my! No, I can't. Is drip the right word? My drip.
Yeah.
I can't give you a preview of that quite yet. It'll probably be pretty standard. Middle-aged man suit, and we'll see if I can come up with something. The good news is I finally have a child at home that I can share things with. So as you guys probably have cooler things than your parents, he has cooler things than me, so maybe I can come up with something for the event. But I always like the red carpet. It's fun. It's fun to see people. We see some cool cars, so people that are car folks, right? You get, I've heard about the Lamborghinis potentially, and I think we had a Rolls Royce or two last year. Like, I don't know who these people are, but it's kind of cool, right? Things you don't always see. So that's always a lot of fun. And we've got like an hour and a half dedicated for that. So, again, it stays busy once it gets rolling. But we're looking in that 4 to 5:30 window, and then we'll be, hopefully once you get in the building, we check you in. I heard pictures are available on campus, so if you're a person getting formal pictures, we can get those done before we get on the buses. We're going to live stream it, right, from the broadcasting program somehow. We're going to have a couple cameras set up, and we'll live stream the red carpet. So once you come in, so again, 4 o'clock, I know it's cool to be fashionably late, but if you are on the front end of the event, once you're inside, we'll live stream it into the auditorium. So you can hang out, watch the live stream, again, kind of get excited for the night. So then we're going to get on the buses. The plan's to leave at like 5:45, hopefully, to head downtown. It's a much shorter bus ride than previous years, which is exciting. Our bus rides are not always the most enjoyable, so we'll be downtown 6:15, and get into the venue, and then it's time to go. So on that topic, one of the things that I think is important is based on the venue, I know there will be some excitement about people wanting to be down right there when we arrive, and there's really not anywhere for people to do that. So I think one of the things we want to kind of let people know is like that's what the red carpet's for, right? So tell your family, friends that want that moment, that excitement, the taking the pictures, the seeing everybody, to really encourage people to come to the red carpet. So once we're gone, now it's the time, like you said, Vedant, for the group to just be together and have the event. So that's awesome. All right. So we're at the event now, right? So we're walking ourselves through the evening. We made it over the fears of the red carpet, which is good. We're at the event. So what do you look forward to at the event itself when you're there?
I'm just excited to see all my friends and all the dresses they're wearing, and then maybe get to talk to them while they're eating dinner.
Okay.
Maybe some dancing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Be with my friends, I'd say.
I'd say still the whole experience of everything, just like they said, seeing everyone, being with everyone.
Yeah. But you mentioned seeing the dresses, so Vedant, I don't know if this is as important to us, but I think this is an important thing. How disappointing is it for a girl to show up at prom and have somebody else have the same dress?
Oh, it's awful.
Is it?
I'd be so embarrassed.
No.
I'd go home.
If I saw the same suit as me, we're taking a picture, man.
Yeah, right? It's just... I've always wondered, because I know it's a thing, and is that something that keeps you up at night as a girl getting ready to go to that senior prom, or do you know, is everybody talking okay, I know?
I feel it's a communication thing, but I feel for a girl, your senior prom dress is such a big deal.
Yeah.
But I feel at least the place I got my dress, they do it where as soon as I get my dress, no one from my same school can get that dress.
Oh, so there's a whole system on this.
Yeah, there's a system.
Good Lord, see, Vedant, we're learning things. This is good. This is good. I know that whole prep for prom with dresses and things is so important to the girls. I know it is, and because it's such a cool rite. It's that one. It's one of those big moments for many people. It's that, and then it's a wedding dress. Those are the two big ones.
Yeah.
Right. So. You probably aren't going to show up at a wedding and have somebody else in the same dress. That'd be weird. But it could happen at prom, right? So I think it's cool that there's actually systems in place. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
That's good. I have a 9-year-old daughter, so I have to know all these things at some point, right? I'm learning. I learned through you guys how to be a girl dad. So that's good.
Do you still have your prom suit from
my prom suit? Oh, yeah. Still fits, too.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No. I rented a tux, so I had to take it back the next day. No, I did not purchase anything. So... It's gotten a little crazier with the guys over the years, though, Vedant. I look back, it used to be we all just went to the tux place, men's whatever, warehouse, and you pretty much picked from one of the 4 options and you moved on. But I'm seeing some different look for the boys, too.
I think it's evolving.
Yeah? You got anything planned for us?
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to figure that out this weekend.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm glad you
planned ahead. That's good. Very organized. So,
appreciate you.
Yep, no worries. So we got the DJ lined up. We're going to have dancing going on. All super exciting. We're going to get out of there around 10 o'clock, it sounds like, to come home. So I think one of the things I want people to know, and I'm going to, got to be serious principle for a minute, is that everybody has to ride the bus home. It's not an option. So I want to make sure that message goes out. It's a safety thing. We want to make sure that you guys have a fun, safe event, and we feel the responsibility. We took you there. We're going to bring you home. And so I know some people had talked about, well, it's local, and you got to ride the bus back. So it's really not negotiable. So I want to make sure people understand that as part of our message today, as we're talking about kind of all the fun things that go on with prom. So how important is the meal? Does it matter? Do people care about it?
I think it depends on the person, because I know I still talk to some people who graduated 2 years ago, and they still talk about their prom meal.
Yeah.
And then other people.
Well, is that the year that we did the hot dogs and all the the fun food?
Yeah.
That didn't go well. They didn't like that.
From what I've heard, no.
The people you've talked to didn't like that. I loved it. It was my menu. I'm on. I didn't plan the menu. Don't blame me for that. But I enjoyed it. That's me. But I know that was a different way of doing.
Yeah.
It was definitely different. We were at the Messiah Temple. I remember that. How about the guys? Food?
I was there last year.
Yeah,
I was happy with the meal.
We like food, right?
Yeah.
And the more the merrier usually on the
Absolutely.
food. So, it's hard. I can't imagine making a meal for almost 500 people.
Yeah.
And then trying to serve it on plates and have it be at a real high end. So I think they do a good job, and hopefully they'll do a good job with this one. So, well, other than that, do you guys have questions about prom, things that people aren't sure about yet?
Like, I'm curious about your prom experience. Like, I want to know more about this. What's the year? Where was this?
Oh boy, the Wayback Machine. So, I went to prom 3 times in my life. I don't know what that means, but I went to 3 different proms. So my junior year, I went to Kersley. I was at Kersley at the time as a student, so they let juniors and seniors go, so it wasn't like that was that big of a deal. But I went to the junior prom. It was cool. They did it on campus, so I know there's been talk about doing it on campus here over the years occasionally, and it was really cool. That was a tradition back then. We went out to dinner at a restaurant on our own, and then you drove to the school, and you pulled up in front, and kind of like we do red carpet, they announced you as you got out of your car, and they valeted your car off, and then you went into the school. And the whole week before, the gym was closed because the junior class had to decorate for prom. That was a requirement. Like, that was how it got done. Like, junior class was responsible for prom, and it was amazing. You'd go in, you didn't even know you were in a gym. Like, they dropped ceilings, and I think there was a waterfall in the corner. It was sand because there was like a beach theme that year. It was really cool. So that was fun. Following year, did Kersley's again because that was good, but had the opportunity to be someone's date at the Flushing prom as well, and that was an off-site one. So lived them both. They're fun, right? They just keep getting to be bigger things, though. Like, back then, like, dinner wasn't a part of any of those proms. Like, all of those proms, we had dinner somewhere else, and prom was just a dance where people dressed a little bit nicer than homecoming. It was a bigger deal, but it wasn't like it's turned into now. I mean, I think with the food and the destinations and the it's all gotten bigger and better. But we had fun. Prom was fun, right? So, well, I'll tell you, I appreciate you guys' conversations on it. I'm excited. It's always a fun night. You're right. It's one of our last times with the senior class to be together in a relaxed atmosphere. I mean, we have the formal events of honors nights or graduations, but this is kind of the last time to really kind of relax and cut loose a little bit, and it's always a great night. So I look forward to everybody being there. Obviously everybody making good choices. I think that's probably my last message is we work really hard to make sure the event itself is safe for everybody, but we obviously want everybody to remember their choices when after the event, right? Especially, I know that there's all sorts of temptations to go out and do things that sound really fun, and there's always tragic stories that come out of this time of year, unfortunately, from high school settings. And, the adults, that's what keeps us up at night a little bit, is we don't ever want to be the community or the school that has to work through those events, because we love and care about all our kids too much, and we want you guys to have fun but be safe. So, hopefully that's in everybody's plans, and I look forward to next Saturday. So, all right, guys.
Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.